Good morning. Today I want to talk about space blankets. What's a space blanket? I hear you cry, or whisper if, like me, your baby is asleep. Well, this is a space blanket. So called because they are used on the exterior surfaces of spacecraft for thermal control, but they are better known for reducing heat loss in a person's body. Space blankets are used in emergencies, first aid and survival kits because they are usually waterproof and windproof and help keep heat in. Thanks to a recommendation from a fellow parent at church, we have discovered that they are also very useful for entertaining a 16-week-old baby. But what has this got to do with God? Well, I think the space blanket is a great analogy for the simplicity of our relationship with God. I think we can make things far harder in our walk with Him than He intends or than they need to be. A space blanket is so simple and yet can be life-saving. Our relationship with God can be the same, simple and yet life-saving. But not only is our relationship with God life-saving, it's also life-enriching. If we look at a space blanket purely as a medical aid, it will only ever be that. And if we look at our relationship with God in a similar mono-relational way, we restrict many of its possibilities. But if we open ourselves up to other approaches, then just as a space blanket can become a baby entertainment aid, with God, all things are possible. To my daughter Tabby, her space blanket is not yet an aid for a post-marathon run. At present, it's something that she enjoys playing with. It's shiny and crinkly and helps her develop her vision, hand-eye coordination, and mobility. When was the last time you invited God into play, to explore, to help develop your spiritual muscles and growth? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there isn't reverence, depth, and humility in our walk with God. There most certainly is. He is the creator of heaven and earth. He holds the universe in his hand. But at the same time, he says to us, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to those such as these." And, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." I'm sure the creator of the space blanket didn't imagine it would be used by parents as a developmental tool for babies. But the blanket can be multifaceted if we allow ourselves to look at it in different ways. The same can be said for our relationship with God. If we try to see it through God's eyes rather than just our own, there is so much more potential than if we just do it by ourselves. So, on this new day, let's press into the Lord anew. Let Him teach us, allow Him to show us the potential in seeing things from different perspectives, and have fun whilst He is doing it. Amen.